guap will always talk. Keep on circling the clock until I make it to the top. Yeah, got a lot of money, but it's not a lot of time. But I'm the man, I stretch the bands, it's like the hands of Father Time. Yeah, take the clock and stop, but the guap will always talk. Keep on circling the clock until I make it to the top.
Oh man. Alright everybody, good morning. It's Friday. Usually I don't normally be up like this, ready to go, but figure why not? So welcome to another episode of the Anion Sports Podcast. I am your host, Don Collins. It's been a minute and it's time. It's time to get back. It's time to get back to it, back to the grind, back to what I'm used to doing. And I love the podcast. I think doing the podcast and the Anion Sports series is probably obviously two of my favorite things. This summer, had a wonderful opportunity to do some other things that I'm, really grateful for. So shout out to everybody that helped make that happen. But I gotta address some things. So pardon my voice, by the way. I've been a little sick. I was away for a little bit. Had to go back to work. Had to get everything situated. Back getting in that grind, that routine of that. For those that don't know, I work at a school. So I'm there a lot of the times. And really today what I'm trying to address is just y'all, whatever y'all doing, whoever is out there doing something right now, maybe they working a job that they know they shouldn't be at, or they know isn't where they're gonna be at in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But they feel like they just stuck, and they just stuck in the grind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really have a way out of that. That basically just describes kind of where I've been at. Because this was probably the most successful summer, most successful year, so far of Anion Sports. It really felt like I kind of hit my stride. It really felt like, stuff was, looking up. And then it kind of just stopped. Like everything just stopped. Reality kind of set back in. And I had a good conversation with one of the pro-am guys. And it was really just like, yo, they really get to show out for these 6 weeks, of the summer. And then what do they do after that? Some guys go back off, overseas. But what really happens? I think that'd be a good story. He said, what happens to them? So I'm going to tell you what happened with me. Waking up, having to go back to, just 9, 10, 12 hours a day, basically unable to do stuff like this was really just like a whoa, crazy. Because, now I'm a year out of college. So I'm assuming that, let's keep it a buck. You expect things to go your way. And stuff doesn't always go your way. Things don't always happen when you think they should be. Sometimes you'll be a little early, you'll be a little late, but you're always where you need to be. That's the thing that I think I'm really starting to learn. But it was really stressful. So we talking about, just the monotony of going through the machine, like through the cycle. Just constantly going. And so, anybody that's seen it knows that, like, I love working with people and I love doing my thing. But to experience just the little slight success, that came with this summer, I don't know, it really made it a little harder to adjust. Plus, then had to go through, the Adobe was messing up. That I had to figure that out, because don't nobody know how to fix that, what was going on. But then I guess kind of like the stress and not the pressure, but like the pressure was kind of building up. You got the ability to work at the school, and now I don't work with the athletics anymore, which really, really, really hurts. But like, it is what it is. I haven't talked to, the AD seriously in like 6 months. They told me, hey, Don, we want you to keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We want you to keep doing what you're doing for the athletics, but we are not going to pay you. That I could talk about that all day. So, just trying to figure out that strategy because, of course, now the kids all used to me. So they all every day, Don, you coming to my game? Don, you doing this? Don, what's going on? I'm like, tell your peoples. We trying to run up a check now. That's how it is. You know, this is a business. We trying to run up a check. 'Cause I gotta eat too. But so then, you know, juxtapose that with the leftover pro-am film. You know, people want highlight tapes. People want, you know, mixtapes. And that all takes time. And I guess I got to get to a place where, you know, I can efficiently do that. And so for those that weren't receiving their tapes on time, I want to, you know, I guess apologize. But it's because I wasn't trying to do something where I'm just rushing and giving y'all stuff that is half-assed. Because that's never what I want to be about. First and foremost, I think I should do the best that I can. You know, I don't want to just slap some stuff together. So I have to grow and I have to learn. But then that kind of brings me to the next point. So I was working on the Anion sports stuff kind of like on the side, like on the background. Like when I get some time, you know, when I'm getting in, you know, it's getting later, you know, in the day. So I'm working on it. And then, like I said, that stress was kind of building up. And what happened was like crazy. So last week had to have been one of the worst weeks ever. I can't even talk about everything that went on, but just the headspace was terrible. Like it was terrible. And so we ended up having a half day at the school. Was coming home, was working. You know, it's like, here we go. I'm about to knock out this, that. You know, we going crazy. And then next thing I know, you know, I'm like, I finally get some chance, I get an opportunity to work, and it don't feel like I'm just working in 10 minutes. Then the hard drive mess up. That's 2.47 terabytes of work. That's everything. That's logos, every video, pictures, audio, you know, even for, you know, the templates that I had created so that you'll see the nice intros and everything for the podcast, for non-sports, all of that, y'all. All of that. It didn't say it was deleted, but the hard drive wouldn't show up. It wouldn't act. None of the stuff was accessible. It told me that, so I had, you know, I start freaking out. Instantly go, yo. I mean, I would read the text messages, but it's explicit. I'm gonna just keep it. You gotta look. That's how it is, because that's like everything. And I know it's gonna be somebody to be like, well, why you have everything on this one hard drive? Cause hard drives is expensive. If you want to buy me another hard drive, by all means, somebody please go buy me another hard drive. But the reason you have the hard drive is to store all the content. You know, the computer only has, you know, a couple hundred gigabytes, and I'm telling y'all that I was storing terabytes. So when it goes you know, I'm making highlight tapes, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, everything gone. The logo, ground zero. Like, we are at the bottom of the bottom. And so it's like, I kind of just like, I don't want to use the word snap because it makes it sound like I'm like mentally deranged or something. But really it was just like that's a lot of sweat and tears that just went down the drain. And so I just remember like, boom, I didn't damn near blacked out. Like next thing I know, I'm in Ohio, bro. I called, you know, Eric. I was like, I gotta go. I couldn't even like focus. Like I literally couldn't even focus, and just texted my mom like, yo, like I'm good, but like I'm not. Like, you know, I don't really feel like talking, but I told her like I'm at Eric's, and next thing the next couple days, 3-4 days, like, it was about 100-something hours. I was just kind of existing, like I'm alive. But like it was really like an identity thing, like an identity crisis. You know, because it's like, man, I want to do this and I want to be great at it. Like, you know, everything that I do, I strive to be the best that I can be. And then it was like, poof, in a second it was gone. Like it was gone. And I know the sick part is it's not even like this is multiple years, like half a decade, 10 years, you know, 20 years. We talking about just a year and a half, 2 years, but really did so much stuff. And I had people that was counting on me And so it felt like a letdown. And I already, literally like 2 days before that, I was already telling, my homie, my mama, I was telling them like, I feel like a disappointment. Like I feel like, it's supposed to be these expectations, and I get compared so much to other people and what I'm not doing that I feel like from my day to day, I don't realize like how much I am, how much I really am doing, and how valuable I am in this current capacity. Cause I'm a go getter. I'm trying to get to the next level. Like I'm seeing where I gotta get to, and I need to learn how to just like appreciate the moment that I'm in. But like I said, after that hard drive deleted, yeah, I was like, damn, like that. I got Alex from the pro am. They doing a youth league, and he was like, yo, can you pull up to this? And I had to tell him like, yo, bruh, like I can't. Cause one, I didn't have any place to store it, but two, mentally, I was just like, like depressed. Like it was literally like a depression, like a mental breakdown. It's anybody can get it pro-am, like all those, the championship game, like damn. The other massive playoff games. Damn. All the Jabari film, like damn. I mean, I use most of that though. Come on, I had to use most of that. But it was other people that was like, hey, yo, can you give me this? Can you give me this? And I'm like, yeah, bruh. As soon as I get a chance to work on it. And it's just the irony of finally being able to work on it. And then it's just gone. So, I mean, like, I promise you, I'm not sitting here looking for any sympathy. I'm not expecting, like, DMs to be flooded. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry for you. No. Don't do that. Because I don't want none of that. All right? What I want it to be is just know that I'm never done. Never. Get knocked down 999 times, I'm getting up 1,000. But I mean, I'm not just going to get up every time and do the same thing and expect the same results or different results. You got to adjust, you got to adapt. And the game is kill or be killed. And I ain't being hunted. But I guess the theme of today is that never love something more than you love yourself. Take the time out of your day and take care of you, and don't associate, you with a business or, an idea or money or anything like that. Do what it is that makes you happy and make that time for you. Because then you can't help other people before you help yourself. And I guess that's kind of where I was getting at. So, I feeling like I'm letting people down when it's like, when in reality, I could have, if I would have been paying attention, I could have did some, better things for both myself, my own health, my own mental awareness, my own all of that. And then it could have also then been covering other, the other stuff. I would have thought about, hey, DC, like, buy 2 hard drives, But I'm thinking about buying new camera lenses and buying new camcorders and all of that. And so it really just like the wipe clean allows you to just kind of sit. When you're sitting, you really get to think. So I got a lot more clarity on the situation, and a lot more clarity about me and non-sports and what I'm doing going forward. But so I wanted to start the day off with that, because you already know, bro, we at the bottom. But that's only one place to go is up. So, it's Friday. Y'all have a good day. Always is a good day because we get another day. So, this is the Anion Sports Podcast. I'm gone.